Welcome to Mixed Precision in PyTorch from scratch. By default, PyTorch uses FP32 32-bit floating points. So just 1 billion parameter model LLM takes 4 gigabytes of weights alone, and there are gradients, activations, optimizer states. All of this needs to fit into memory, but GPU memory is limited and very expensive. So we can just lower the precision. For example, FP16 and BF16. It's using 16 bits instead of 32, so the memory is cut in half wherever this is used. Now, BF16 is a special precision made for neural networks. It works well for neural networks because they are more tolerant to lower precision and to some inaccuracies. If you want full course library on math fundamentals to transformers to autonomous AI research, link below the video. It also includes community to help you become AI researcher. Start your free trial today. So you can just use Autocast from Torch CUDA AMP, and when you say with Autocast and then you pass this model inputs outputs, it will automatically convert many of the parts of the model into FP16, BF16, etc., while keeping ones that are necessary in FP32. But the problem with FP16 compared to FP32 is you can represent a lot more numbers with FP32. For example, if you have a gradient at 0.0001, that number cannot be represented in FP16, so it will snap to the closest number, which is 0. So we will lose information. This is the problem. I'm gonna quickly show you. You don't need to master this. You can understand this if you want. FP32, so it has 1 sign bit, 8 exponent, 23 mantissa bits. And then this has 5 exponent and 10 mantissa. So you can use this to represent a lot more numbers than this. So you see it has 16, so 1 plus 5 plus 10, 16, and this has 32. If you are interested, you can dive into this deeper, into what is exponent mantissa sign. Usually you would use this for so many things in computer science, not just neural networks. But this video does not focus on this. So the solution to this underflow, gradient underflow, is GradScaler. So GradScaler multiplies the loss by a scale factor before. So this is a complex sentence. Let's take a look at the example here. So imagine you have numbers between 1 and -1. And then some of them are 0.001, for example. GradScaler will scale them to, let's say, 10 to -10 or 100 to -100. And then this 0.001 will become maybe 0.1 or something that can be represented in FP16. So it will just stretch the whole range. I'll show you an example. First I want to show you this part. So you see how we have scalar.scale loss, scalar.step optimizer, and scalar.update. So this is what's gonna scale the values. So if some values are 0.0001, they're gonna be scaled to 0.1 so they can be represented. And then after, it's gonna scale back them, so it will return to 0.0001 and it will be preserved. So we just need to increase numbers so they can be represented, so they don't go to 0. And then when we do this, start your 7-day free trial on School to become AI researcher, link below the video. See you in the next one.